Okay, and like I was saying before the video cut off, Washington's having a lot of problems here, and with injuries and everything, and Buffalo's not quite as good as everyone says they are. In my opinion, I don't think they're an elite team yet. They're good, but with Washington having all the problems at the quarterback position, most of their secondary is out, and not having a #1 running back, I think Buffalo wins this game.
I'm not going to restate myself from what I said earlier. Washington's going down the drain. I like Buffalo. Moving on, Cincinnati at Seattle. I've liked the Bengals. I love what they're doing. Andy Dalton and A.J. Green, you know, those guys have an off season, and they're looking like they've been together forever. I like what Cincinnati's doing. Cincinnati.
I'm just going to go real quick here. Think back to Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. Both come in about the same time. They have a great defense behind them. And then you think of Andy Dalton and A.J. Green just going out there, a couple rookies, just having a phenomenal season. Cincinnati wins this, and I really, really, really like Cincinnati. I think they're a playoff team.
I don't. New England at Pittsburgh. I like New England. I don't think it's going to be as close as everybody thinks. Pittsburgh's beating nonchalant football teams. So, New England, I think they at least win by 2 touchdowns.
I think it's going to be a close one. New England wins, though. Steelers are still getting hurt on deep, or they're getting the injuries are still hurting them a little bit. They're passing. That we've seen several quarterbacks go up top, and they've showed some problems there. But I know they're one of the best defenses. But if they have a weakness, that's their key, and I think Tom Brady takes full advantage of it, and Patriots win.
Cleveland at San Francisco. I'm not even going to explain this one. Lopsided versus talent. They proved that against Detroit. San Francisco.
San Francisco's a playoff team. They're going to win.
You know what? I agree. That's already a weak division anyways, so for sure. Dallas, Philly. Look, it is a good game. And but look, Dallas, speaking of injuries, me and Kyle are talking about that before we started recording. Dallas has got a ton of injuries. Philly just came off a bye week, which means they've had an extra week to get over those little nicks and bruises. They're going to be fully healthy. Then, they had a bye, they have extra time to prepare for Dallas. So, I like Philly.
I like Philly. Like you said, injuries. Tony Romo's still playing with a broken rib. Witten's still playing with bruised ribs. Is Dez Bryant going to play? I don't know. Is he hurt? He's off and on. So is Miles Austin. Felix Jones is also out. And don't expect a rookie to come in and rush for 250 yards again. So Philly wins.
San Diego, Kansas City, Kyle. Monday night game. Are you going to be there?
I'm going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
Oh,
all right. Let's go ahead and talk
about it. All right. But, all right. Kansas City wins this game. It's not past week 8 yet, so therefore Phillip Rivers is still a man, and he's not immortal. And I think the Chiefs come out and win, and they put the ball in Matt Castle's hands. It's worked for 3 weeks in a row. If you want to say the Minnesota game doesn't count because he lost, I still think he had a great game. So I think he's had four decent games in a row. And he's starting to put together wins. His confidence is building. Breston, Baldwin, Bo, Dexter McCluster, just a ton of weapons. A lot of potential there in the Chiefs, and I think the Chiefs win.
Did you see that 6?
Oh, the 6 interceptions too. That was ridiculous. You just don't see that very often in the National Football League. I know Oakland was having problems, but wow, that Chiefs secondary looked mean.
Speaking of that Chiefs secondary, I got something for you guys.
Oh gosh, I don't know what he's doing, guys.
Speaking of that 6-pick game, the man's on fire. Because 2 of them was Brandon Flowers. I like the Chiefs, and I love Brandon Flowers. These 2 teams, week 1, met on Monday night at Arrowhead. The Sea of Red, same place. Kansas City was underdogs. Yeah. They came off of a losing season. They weren't supposed to beat the Chargers.
No one's supposed to beat the Chargers after week.
And now that it's week 8, Chargers are going to start to warm up. Kansas City's underdogs again. But guess what? You're playing Arrowhead on Monday football, baby.
Yes.
Chiefs are getting it done this year. Hey,
Prime time.
Chargers is throwing. Rivers is throwing interceptions this
He
year.
is. That surprised me.
And
That
this
really
man's
surprised me.
getting interceptions. Don't be surprised if Brandon Flowers picks him off 1 or 2 times. I like the Kansas
You think he's
City
going to take
Chiefs.
another one back?
Is Dexter McCluster going to take another one back again this year on Monday Night Football against the Chargers?
I remember
All
that.
right.
Brandon Flowers, yes, the Chiefs are going to win this game, I think. And I don't think it's going to be, like I said last week, I was right. I said I think the Chiefs run away against the Oakland Raiders, and they did. They won 28-0.
I think it's going to be a close game.
I don't think it's going to be a close game.
All right, Kyle, we got to wrap this week's picks up.
Okay.
That was all picks. That was all the picks. So anything you want to say, Kyle?
I'll be here next week, guys. Don't worry about it.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. B&K Sports Lounge. We'll see you later.